In this video, we're going to learn how to use the SUMIF function in Excel. So by looking at this table, we have few columns. For example, guest ID number 1 has worked on a project as a group. Guest ID number 002 has worked on the project solo by himself. The same goes with 003 and 004. Now, guest 005 has also chosen to be a member of a group. So G goes for a group and S goes for a solo. Now, so both of these types are located in just one column, which is column B, right? So now I want to know, for example, what was the total days for people who worked as a group, and what was the total number of days for people or guests who work as solo. Let's take advantage of the SUMIF function to calculate this. First, you select the cell where you want to calculate the SUMIF function or the SUMIF value. Then from the function library, you go to the math and trig group and you scroll almost all the way to the bottom of this list until you find SUMIF. The first range is I'm going to go ahead and pass the range of solo or group values as an array, because I want my function to look into this array. I'm also going to go ahead and press on F4 on my keyboard to get the absolute values. The criteria for this one, I want to know the total days for G. So I'm going to just pass the letter G, and then go ahead and calculate the sum by passing the number of days, which is also an array coming from this column or column C. I'm going to press F4 to get the absolute values, then click OK. So we have a total of 76 days for people who worked on or as a group or G. Let's do the same thing for guests who work as solo, exact same process. From the function library, we go math and trig, scroll down, grab the SUMIF function. The range, again, is coming from the same column because we know this column has both the G and S. I'm going to pass this array to the function. Again, I'm going to use the absolute values by pressing F4 on my keyboard. The criteria this time, I want to go ahead and pass S because I'm looking for the total number of days for guests who work solo. So that's S. And then for the sum range, go ahead and calculate the total number of days by passing in these values. Again, I'm going to do F4, click OK. We have a total number of days of 117 for guests who worked solo on the project. Thanks for watching.